Okay. Um, I really, really am probably just gonna drop this book off here in a bit. You are listening to the Loretta Nash Show or Lord's blog, and I'm definitely thinking about as soon stop this book as soon as I finish this essay right here. A mirror for artists, because of course I'm an artist, so of course I'm being it. Even with these big freaking words, I said these big words, these big huge words. Not trying to be explicit. Ugh, I don't really like saying cuss words, but y'all probably heard a cuss word with my southern accent. Okay, so I looked at the last episode. Oh, I only got like 5 pages to go, and since I'm a very, very slow reader, oh, I did it again. Didn't start my clock. Okay. Okay, since I'm a very, very slow reading out loud person, I'm just gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm on page 50 in this book from, what did I say it was, this first edition, 1930. It's almost 100 years old. Ooh, cool. Yeah, this 100-year-old book, I got some other books that are, 3 other books that are 200, closer to 200. Okay, let me finish this essay. A Mirror for Artists from the book I Will Take a Stand, and we're on page 50. Okay, there is but one other possibility. The supremacy of industrialism itself can be repugnant. Rep, repugnant. Industrialism can be disposed as the regulating god of modern society. This is no doubt a despicable counsel. Now Metropolis walked in my head. Ah, uh, the movie Metropolis walked in my head when I was saying this because that's what I was thinking. But it's 29, I think. Okay. Oh, let me get back. But the artist may well find it in more promise for his cause than to in all the talk of progressionists about mastering the machine. Mastery of the machine, he will reflect, can only begin with the disposal dis, uh, disposal of the machine and the supposed benefits of it. He has no reason to hope that those who hold the machine in awe will ever subdue it. Lonely exile though he be, he must be practical enough to distrust the social philosophers who promise him to humble him to a humble corner in the great reconstruction that they are undertaking to produce for our age. Harmony between the artist and society must be regained. This this association must be broken down. That can only be done, however, by first putting society itself in order. In this connection, we must realize that discussion of what is good or bad art, no matter how devoted or learned cannot avail to reestablish the arts in their old places. Criticism, criticism for which Arnold and others hope so much is futile for the emergency if it remains wholly aloft from the central problem, which is the remarkable of life itself. We are drawn irresistibly towards social criticism, as the Victorian artists were, but we cannot hope, as they did, that we can win men to beauty by simply loving the beautiful and preaching its merits as they are revealed to us in an admirable body of tradition. It cannot have much faith in, though we may respect, Mr. Frank Jewett Mather's suggestion that we civilize civilize southern mouth civilized from the top down, for our whole powerful economic system rests on mass motives, the motives of the society lowest common denominator. So basically, this is pretty much telling what everybody in the news has been saying. It don't tax the top rich, and it won't dwindle down. Ugh. Oh, I digress. Okay, let me get back. This cancel leads us towards fast fasterness. Ugh, fast fastidiousness. Ugh. Uh, del dilettantism at the kind of survival of sufferance. Okay. Oh, big words. Okay, as in the crisis of war, when men drop their private occupations for one supreme task, the artist must step into the ranks and bear the brunt of the battle against the common foe. He must share in the general concern as to the condition of life. He must learn to understand and must try to restore and preserve a social economy that is in danger of being replaced altogether by an industrial economic economic hostile to his interest. For for strategic purposes, at least, I feel he will ally himself with programs of agrarian restoration. Out of conviction, he should do so, since only in an agrarian society does there remain much hope of balanced life, where the arts are not luxuries, but not luxuries to be purchased, but being as a means of course in a routine of his living. Again, both strategy and conviction conviction will almost inevitably lead him to the sections of America where our provincial conservative agrarian for there only will he find a lingering preference of values not instructional, industrial. Okay, I get my brain right one of these days. The very wilderness of his friend, not as a refuge, but as an ally. Both he But he does not need to go into the wilderness. There are American communities throughout the country, from the West even to the fringes of the industrialized East, that are, in the industrial sense, backwards, and are naturally on his side. Negatively to his advantage are the discontent and confusion in the heart of industrialism itself. And it's got a big old space. All right, let me try to see what I can do with this. Okay. The largest and most consented exhibition exhibit of such communities is in the South. Excuse me. For a for a century and a half, the South has preserved its agrarian economy. On one occasion, it fought to death for principles now clearly defined in the light of history as representing fundamentally the cause of agrarianism against industrialism. The South lost its battle. What was worse for the nation, it lost the peace, first in the Reconstruction, second by temporary conforming under the leadership of men like Walter H. Page and Henry W. Grady to New South doctrines, subversive only in its native genius. Yet the agrarian South did not vanish. Only at this late day has it given any gentle promise of following the industrial program, which with much real consent. The danger of such consent is real, so far as industrialism triumphs and is able to construct a really new South. The South will have nothing to contribute to modern issues. It will merely imitate and repeat the mistakes of other sections. The large promise of the South is in other dire- in another direction. Its history and social contribution should be utilized. It there it offers the possibility of an integration life, America in the older rather than the newer sense. Its population is homogeneous. It's a mankind. It does not mean the other thing that some of y'all probably thought, because I thought of it too. Okay, let me see. It's a big. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop because this next sentence is like 5 lines. Okay, you are listening to Loretta Nash, the Loretta Nash Show, Lord's Block. I am Loretta Nash. I am reading from I'll Take My Stand by 12 Southerners. This essay is called A Mirror for Artists, and I will pick it up in just a bit, and I'll see you in a bit.